Hi there guys and welcome back to Laties Lessons. Hi. Oh, here I am. Hi there guys and welcome back to Laties Lessons. Today we're going to do something extremely practical and something that will come in handy to you once you are living in your own house. How to work out the cost of electricity in South Africa. You have probably seen a big Eskom bill once a month at home, or your parents have complained about the prepaid units going too quickly. Well, today you'll finally understand why. Why do we need electricity calculations? Well, we use electricity every day, charging our phones, boiling kettles, cooking, heating water, running our Wi-Fi. The list is endless. But everything we switch on costs money. Understanding electricity costs helps you. It helps you to save money, helps you to use electricity more responsibly, and it helps you to understand why high watt appliances cost more. So the key terms that we are going to speak about in today's lesson is very, very important. Number one, we're going to look at power, that is used in watts, or the symbol W. Power is how fast an appliance uses energy. The higher the watt, uses more electricity per second. So for instance, your phone charger would be rated as a 10 watt. Your kettle would be rated at 2000 watts. Then we're going to look at energy, kilowatts an hour. This is what you pay for. So electricity costs is measured in kilowatt an hour or kilowatt hours, and 1 kilowatt an hour equals to using 1000 watts for 1 hour. So you have to bear that in mind. If you don't understand these concepts, just go and read it over again until you think you have an idea, and then we'll continue with the lesson. Thirdly, we have to look at the tariff, how much it costs per unit. Remember, we talked about units now, number 2. 3 is our tariff. So in South Africa, electricity is normally or usually around 2 Rand to 3 Rand per kilowatt an hour. Okay, bear that in mind. So I'm going to utilize a couple of explanations and things for you, but the first thing that we need to know and understand, and what you guys have to be able to apply, is the formula. So energy used, kilowatt an hour, equals to power in watt divided by 1000 times the hours that you're going to be looking at. Your cost equals to energy used times the tariff. So this formula is your best friend, not just for today's lesson, but for everything we calculate going into cost of calculations in electricity. So please study this, make it your best friend, print it out, paste it somewhere, and look at it every day. So let's apply our formula as an example. So our example 1, your cell phone charger. So here's my cell phone, plugging in my charger. And we are going to be looking at what are we given. So on the left hand side, have a look here. I'm giving you your power is 10 watts, your time is going to be 5 hours, and your tariff is going to be 2 Rand 50 per kilowatt an hour. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go back, you're going to look at, oh, this is my formula. I'm going to have to keep my formula in mind. So first of all, step 1 is we're going to convert our power to kilowatts. Then we're going to take this 10 watt that we've been given here. We're going to divide it by 1000. That is going to give us 0.01 kilowatt. Step 2, we're going to look at our energy used. Then we're going to take our step 1 that we've just worked out, 0.01 kilowatt times our hours. How many hours? 5 hours. That is going to give us 0.05 kilowatt an hour. Then our last step for now, it is going to be the cost. 0.05 kilowatt an hour at a rate of 2 Rand 50 equals only 0.125. So After following all of the steps, we can clearly see that charging your phone for just 5 hours costs only around 12 cents. So your phone is not the thing making the electricity expensive. So we'll have to have a look at another type of example. Let's have a look. So example 2, the kettle, aka the real culprit. Again, I'm giving you our formula on the right hand side, and I'm giving you what we are working with. Our power is 2000 watts. The time is 10 minutes, only 10 minutes. And we are going to convert it, 10 divided by 60, to see how many minutes in an hour is 0,167 hours. And then again, our tariff, we're going to keep it the same at R2.50 per hour. So let's have a look at our steps. Step 1, 2000 watts. Remember, that's our power. Divided by 1000 gives us 2 kilowatts. Then we're going to go to step 2, energy used. 2 kilowatts times, we've worked it out, 0,167 hours gives us 0,334 kilowatt an hour. Then our cost, our tariff stays the same as the previous example, but now it is 0,334 times R2.50. That gives us 84 cents. Now, after following all of the steps, we can clearly see that boiling the kettle only, once, costs about 84 cents. But boiling it for 10 times a day, that would account for around R8.40. So we can now clearly see, if you then boil it over 10 times a day, every day, for a whole month, you can see where I'm going with this. This is clearly the culprit here. The kettle is way more expensive than the cell phone charger. Alright, let's move on. The third example is our geyser. And this is the most expensive appliance that you have at home unless you have a solar geyser or a gas geyser. Same steps. I'm giving you, sorry, it's a little bit cut off over there, but it's the same formula at the top right hand side. Your given is 3000 watts or 3 kilowatts. Time is 4 hours per day, and your tariff stays the same. So let's run through the steps. Step 1, 3000 watts divided by 1000 gives you 3 kilowatts. Step 2, 3 kilowatts times 4 hours gives you 12 kilowatts an hour. And then your daily cost would be 12 times R2.50 is 30 Rand a day. Your monthly cost just for running your geyser for 4 hours a day, every day for a month, will cost you 900 Rand a month. So your geyser is your biggest electricity consumer in most homes. Switching it off for part of the day can actually save hundreds, if not thousands of rands a month. Now, let's compare them all quickly. When I look at all of my appliances here on the left hand side, my phone charger, and I put in a TV here, the kettle, and the geyser, I can see that the power, the wattage, is with the phone charger only 10 watts, TV is 120 watts, kettle 2000, and the geyser 3000 watts. Time, you'll see the kettle not getting used that much or that often, whereas the phone charger is the longest. The TV, not that long. Well, some households, obviously, it's longer. And then the costs, 12 cents for the phone charger because it's being used, 5 hours, but small wattage, it's not that much. TV, still not that much. Kettle gets more expensive. And then the geyser is ultimately the most expensive. So this shows why small appliances do not matter as much as the big ones, like our geyser, washing machine, your oven, and obviously like the little kettle as well. But yeah, you guys get the idea. The small appliances, we should not really worry about that. If your parents tell you, hey, don't charge your phone the whole time, it's going to cost a lot of money, you can now literally show them the proof. It's not that expensive. Now, test your knowledge. Try and see if you can now work out this word equation. I want you to pause the video here I'm going to read it to you. If a 100-watt light bulb burns for 10 hours at 12.50 per kilowatt an hour, what would then the cost be? So pause the video here. No, you haven't paused it yet. Pause it. I'm waiting. I'll give you the calculations and the answers in the next slide. Watching you. Right. Did you get it right? And for those of you that did get it right, please pop in the comments down below that you got it right and tell me how you got there. So obviously the first step that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to convert from watts to kilowatts. So you're going to go 100 watts equals 100 divided by 1000 gives me 0.1 kilowatt. Step 2, you're going to calculate the energy used in kilowatts an hour. So you're going to take your energy, kilowatts an hour, equal to your power, your kilowatt, times your time, how much time that we've used. So in this case, it would be 0.1 kilowatt times 10 hours equals 1 kilowatt an hour. Step 3, we're going to calculate the cost. We're going to use energy equals cost times tariff. So our cost would be 1 kilowatt an hour, we got it from there, times our R2.50 gives us R2.50. Easy as that. So our final answer, the cost of burning a 100-watt light bulb for 10 hours at R2.50 per kilowatt is only R2.50. Okay. Well, hope you guys got that right. I'm going to leave you now with a real life challenge. Tonight, go home and choose one appliance. Look at its wattage, estimate how long it runs, and calculate the daily and the monthly cost. Comment on this video or share your answer. Maybe I'll feature your calculations in the next lesson. Thanks for watching Laties Lessons. Remember to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have more real-life natural science lesson questions. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, tell your friends. Bye, guys.